Ladies and gentlemen, hello! Welcome back to another episode of Late Night Saturday Night! Wrong sound effect. No, wrong sound effect. Oh my gosh. Welcome to an episode of Late Night Saturday Night. Apparently that's the sound effect that I used today. And today is a special episode. Or should I say, episodes. Because today is the first part of the two-part series of today. Of the Late Night Saturday Night, we're going to do a special edition called Cassete. First hour of today, we're going to be doing regular podcast. Second hour, we're going to be doing some music. And not just any music, we're going to have a special challenge of music that I will nominate people to do. Special challenge upcoming. And podcast starting now. So that song that you just heard, let me play it again. Let me play it again. This one. You hear this? This song, I made it a couple, maybe even a year ago I made this song. I made this song a long time ago, and I kind of like the way it goes, like the ARP in the background. Listen. Similarly, today, we're going to be making music similar to this. Well, not necessarily similar, because it's going to be a theme for next episode. But today, we're just going to talk for now, for this episode. And we're not going to just talk about anything. We're going to be talking about life and celebrating life, while also... Oh my god. No! No! Wrong sound effect. What I wanted to do was this one. Yes. So for today, we're going to be celebrating life. Let's go. We're going to be celebrating life because life is beautiful. People don't understand how beautiful life is. The problems in life are not beautiful, but life itself is beautiful, at least in my opinion. So, topic of the day is life. Pretty much just life, today's topic. Is life worth living? Is life beautiful? And is life just cool and stuff like that? I'm going to talk about my opinion of life. In my opinion, life is beautiful, even though life has a lot of problems that you must overcome. And once you overcome those problems, you get to understand how beautiful life is. And you get to understand that life has much more in it than you perceive. You might think that life is meaningless. I'm not saying that it's not, because I also believe that it is meaningless in a way. Because what do? You just live and then you die and all the awkward stuff in between. Being born and then being awkward for 80 years or something and then dead. Boof. Now that's a good place to put that sound effect. So for today's Cassette, we're gonna be playing some music just to dance and groove and stuff like this. I'm gonna be DJing. Woo woo woo. Who gonna be DJing? DJ Pink Shoelace. That's me. Pooping. I have a drum set and I can play that exact sound. I might actually play drums, you know. You know what? Good idea. I'm gonna play drums. Maybe. Because the drum set is over there and I'm over here. I could move to there, but then I can't hear what I'm saying or hearing. Actually, you know what? I could. The microphone is long enough. I will be playing drums today. Once we play the first song. So today's first song is gonna be No Better by Major Lazer. Oh, sorry about that. No Better. Major Lazer. We're gonna have Major Lazer, what is her name? Camila Cabello, Quavo. Let's go. No Better. Here we go. my mic? There it is. Okay. I didn't quite ace that landing. Oh, shoot. I didn't quite ace that landing. But it's okay, we're still practicing. It's always this thing happening. Whatever. This is the struggles of being... This is the struggles of being a DJ, basically. When you're DJing, it's like flying a plane. And you have to do a landing, you know? And you gotta ace that landing, or else you're gonna have a crash landing. And I just had a crash landing, and I might edit that out because I don't want people to be listening to my crash landing. It sounds awful. So that was what it was. I tried to make a mix of Tayo Cruz and Pitbull, but it crashed so hard and it ruined the whole song. And it's my problem, but the thing is, life has problems, speaking of life. I love that sound. Speaking of life, life has its own problems. And we gotta face those problems no matter what we occur in our life. Okay, so I'm gonna be talking about a story now. And it's gonna be about my time in being 18. About experiencing life. I want to talk about this. So, a lot of teenagers when they're young, they want to do a lot of stuff when they're older. A lot of stuff that they don't know what to do, basically. Such as going to a bar, you need to be 18. And such things like this. And smoking weed, you need to be 21 to do that. Some people want to experience life as early as they want. As early as possible, because they just want to get it over with, you know? They want to see life themselves. And by they, I mean me. I didn't have the courage to go at a bar or drink when I was 17. But when I was 18, I felt like I was allowed to do it now. I didn't have any shame or anyone holding me back. I can just do it. So that's exactly what I did for my 18th birthday, and I gotta say, it was a life experience, because I want to experience stuff in life. Life has a lot of things that I am missing out on. And honestly, bars and stuff like this, in my opinion, overrated. It's like, you always want what you don't have, and once you have what you wanted, it's like it's not worth it anymore. Like, garbage, no more for me. I'm probably not gonna go to a bar or anything like this unless, like, I'm with friends and we're hanging out. Personal preference. And other stuff that I want to experience with life is I have made a bucket list. And I want to share my bucket list with the audience. We want to celebrate life. Hold on, where is my bucket list? I do keep my own bucket list, not in a bucket, but in a paper where it belongs. I don't know what kind of bucket list would be in a bucket. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. It's inside of a paper. Let's see. I have a book here that has everything in my life. So, bucket list. I have this book right here. Can you hear this? This is a book. This is Can you hear me? I can't even hear myself. What? There we go. This is the book that I made for myself. Bucket list. Let's see, what page is it? Page 22, bucket list. Let's go. I want to share my bucket list because I feel like I have no one to share it with. And I feel like everyone should have a bucket list to have what they want in life. And the benefits of having a bucket list is it gives your life a purpose. Like, before I die, which I don't know when I'm gonna die. I could die tomorrow, or I could die in 50 years, or I could die in 100 years, who knows? Or maybe I became immortal, but that's probably unlikely. I'm not going to be immortal. I will die one day. And before that day comes, there's a list of things that I currently want to do. That list will increase and decrease as time moves on. And the list goes as follows. I'm going to not say the stuff that is inappropriate. Actually, you know what? Since my audience is teens, they would understand what I'm thinking of. So the first thing on my bucket list, number one priority, I want to hug my favorite artist, Machel Montano. He is my favorite soca artist. I love him. I love his music, and I want to meet him. But most importantly, I want to give him a hug because he has influenced me, my music, and everyone around me. Second thing on the bucket list is host a radio show. Funny enough, I wrote this before I even knew about Last Wave Radio, so that thing is already off my bucket list. I am currently hosting a radio show. How cool. Number 3 on my bucket list, raise money for charity. I mean, I'm already doing that, but I'm like, what I do for charity is I have cans. You know when you drink Pepsi or Cola and you drink a can, and then you sell that can for 5 cents, and they get the aluminum of the can. I use that money for charity because I don't have a stable source of income, so I'm going to need a source of income just for charity. And for cans, that goes to charity. Number 4 on my bucket list is to adopt a child. I've always wanted to be a parent, but I've never had the courage to get married and have a kid with another person because I don't want to do that. So I want to be a single parent. Or not, because single parent is too difficult. I don't want to get married, but I do want to have kids. It's like a dilemma. Number 5 on my bucket list is to educate the youth. I think that the youth is very important to educate because they are the future. And they are the society of the future. And they are going to lead our future. That's what they are. And I think that if we properly educate them, and I'm going to talk about this. I know a lot of people, including Alex Von Miller himself, I'm going to straight up say this. The education system is terrible. School is terrible with or without COVID. I heard about I heard about Alex, I heard about your other podcast when you said school is dead but education is alive. I think very much education is dead also, and it has been dead for over 100 years. Education needs to be revamped, and I want to be part to revamp education. School, garbage. That's where it belongs. Education and school are two different things, and I want to help change the school system and make it beneficial for the youth. And not sitting and asking, hey, teacher, is this going to be on the exam? This is so stressful, teacher. Memorizing and exams and tests about something that doesn't even matter, like math, English, science. It doesn't matter in life about math, English, and science. What are you going to do when you're getting mugged? How are you going to learn self-defense? How are you going to learn how to do taxes? How are you going to learn how to properly time management your skills? I'm learning time management skills in college, and it was my choice to learn it. I think time management workshops should be in high school, and not in college, and you get to choose to do it. I think it should be mandatory in high school. They should teach about all kinds of stuff, and not just here read a 12-page thing, and then you have to memorize every single to the last letter. And then we're going to have to ask you about it in the exam. And here's the thing. If exams are supposed to educate the youth, then exams would be meaningful. Because two days after the exam, or maybe even 1 hour after the exam, you forgot everything that was in the exam. The exam is not testing your knowledge, it's testing your memory. And I want to change it. What else is on my bucket list? I want to travel to 100 countries. So far, I have traveled to Egypt as a baby. France, I've been there to Paris with my mommy. Canada is like considered a country to me. I was born in Jordan, so that counts as a country. I'm not going to say this country because I know it's going to be controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway. I have been to... How am I going to word this properly that people are not going to get offended? I have been to the Holy Land, Just kidding. I don't care about offending people. I have been to Palestine. I have never been to Israel, though. Ha ha ha. I'm kidding. I don't want to get political. You want to believe what you want to believe. I have been to... Where else have I been to? Jamaica, I have been there as a resort, which I don't count. Honestly, if you have been to a country like Jamaica or Cuba and you went to a resort, sorry to say this to you, but you haven't experienced the true country. You've only experienced what they want you to experience. The tourism, the beach, and the hotels. You have not seen the country itself. There is a lot to see in that country. And I want to go back to the Caribbean. I want to go back to the Middle East. I want to go to Africa. I want to go to Asia, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and all the countries. I want to go there. I'm so curious. I want to see it for myself. Next thing on my bucket list, make a video game. I always wanted to make a video game. I have a book of the video game that I want to make. It's like similar to, like, you know, the game Detroit Become Human. It's like a multiple choice game where you get to decide where the game goes. Like a story game. A game about what the game is basically what you want it to be. Do you want to destroy humanity? It's part of the game. Kind of also like Minecraft, where it's sandbox, where you get to go wherever you want, influence whatever you want, and oh my god, it cut off. Oof. I gotta get new headphones. There we go. I gotta get new headphones. I want to make a video game like Minecraft and Detroit Become Human, like story and sandbox at the same time. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna get a team of game developers and we're gonna make it happen. Next thing on my bucket list. Oh my gosh, I have so many things on my bucket list. I want to live a good life. Next thing on my bucket list is have one of my songs played on the radio. I don't have any songs that are radio worthy. All of them are under construction, except for the coronavirus song, but I doubt that will ever be played on the radio unless it's like as a joke or April Fools. Actually, you know what? Next, after I'm done with this, I'm going to play my coronavirus song. The clean version. Next thing on my bucket list is not be single. I have been single all my life, and I plan to be all my life. But also, I want to experience not being single. I've never been that. I'm going to straight up say this. I know kids are not listening to this because this is not a kid audience. I know this is more of a teenager audience. And I know all of the teenagers listening to me will relate to this. Lose your... how am I going to say this properly? Experience pleasure with another person. There we go. That's as appropriate as I can say. I'm not going to get into details because this is a PG-friendly show. But everyone should have that in their bucket list, and it should not be taboo to talk about it. Next thing on my bucket list is take a selfie with Fat Man Scoop. I love that dude, man. He influenced me. He influenced New York and all that stuff. I want to take a selfie with him. I have been on his show, and I did use some of his audio clips for my song Coronavirus, which will be played after I'm done talking about my bucket list. Next thing in my bucket list is kind of more long-term than it is like something that I can just do now. I want to have my retirement in Trinidad and Tobago. I want to go there and retire there and live there until I die. I want to die there, basically. Next thing on my bucket list is become a guidance counselor. It's my dream career. I don't think that's going to stay in my bucket list. I might change my career dream. But if all goes bad, I can just go become a counselor. I want to influence the youth because I believe in this society. I believe that the universe... not the universe. That's too much. I believe that the planet Earth can have a good future if we give it the tools that it needs. Next thing, publish a book. I love writing, but I want to take it to a next level at one point. I want to write a book, publish it, and have it sold in all over the world, in the libraries and such things. Next thing on my bucket list, have 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. So far, on my YouTube channel, Pink Ranch Dressing, I have 14 subscribers. I have 14 subscribers and I want 50,000. Let's go. Next thing on my bucket list, buy a house. And then get an electric car. Which, my first car, I want it to be an electric car. Because I am an advocate for having a clean environment. And I do not want to live in a world where I am contributing to climate change. That will make me feel so bad about myself. And that will make me feel guilty. So that's why I want to live in a nice house, a small house preferably. I don't want to, like, I know some people, they say, I want to live in a mansion. Okay, go live in a mansion and be useless. In my opinion, I want to live in a house. A small, cozy house with my family. That's what I want to live in. And I want to have an electric car because I don't want to contribute to climate change. I want to be clean. That's what I want. Next thing on my bucket list, create a show. And by show, I mean like Rick and Morty show, Futurama show, like an animated TV show. I'm currently working on a show called Blasphemy. I don't know if that's the name. It's basically like a Rick and Morty inspired show where like there's a problem and they get to solve the problem. It's gonna be animated. I'm working on it. I want to have my own like TV show, you know? It doesn't even have to be animated if I have enough money for that. I want so many things. I basically want everything and everyone. Up next in my to-do list is I want to host a concert. I want to be famous enough that if I have a concert, people are going to show up to my concert and listen and actually pay money for it. I don't think that will ever happen, but if it does, nice. Next thing is I want to host a club. And by club, I mean like, you know when you have an after-school club? Like DJ club, Last Wave Radio club, all that kind of clubs for after school. That's what I want to host. And then next thing on my to-do list is own a club. And by club, I mean nightclub. I want to have my own nightclub named after me. That would be so cool. Up next is become a counselor for YouStars Foundation. I've always been a counselor in training, and I've always wanted to be a counselor, period. But it is kind of my fault because I never did the training for it properly. So I want one day to actually be a counselor in that summer camp. Like an actual summer camp counselor, and I get paid for it more than minimum wage. Next thing is I want to influence the education system. I already said that. Actually, no, the first one was educate the youth. Influence the education system, educate the youth. Same thing. Okay, next one is open a brand. This is funny. I want to make Pink Shoelace its own brand. Like, you go to a store and you purchase stuff that I made. And I own the store. Big dreams. Next thing is I want to open an online store, which is much cheaper than a physical store and much easier to maintain and handle, and much more people will show up because it's online and people can just be in their house and show up to your store instead of having to go there, and it can only be in Montreal, and versus online store, it can be anyone, anywhere, anytime. Pretty much. Next thing is cook every recipe from a cookbook. I want to get a cookbook, and then like over the span of a couple of days and months, every single recipe in that cookbook, I want it to be cooked. Honestly, making this with another... Next time, okay. Okay, last and not least, this is a funny one. I want to have my own flavor of Ben & Jerry's. Because you know that, what is his name? Jimmy Fallon or whatever. He has his own Ben & Jerry's flavor, and I don't. I'm jealous. I want to have my own flavor of Ben and Jerry's called Ben and Jerry's. Is gonna have cookies, chocolate, vanilla, French vanilla cookie chocolate. It can be called the Evil Chocolate Queen or something like this. Evil Chocolate Queen. Nice. I want to have that. Maybe I can just, forget Ben and Jerry's. I'll make my own ice cream company. So many dreams. I want to do everything. I want to live my life to the fullest. I want to enjoy life, I have big dreams. And I will get there one day. I know I will get there, because if I don't get there, I have failed. But if I try my best and I die knowing that I tried my best, that's more than I could ask for. Anyways, today we're gonna play a song called "Coronavirus" by Pink Shoelace. I wonder who that is. That's me. Pink Shoelace never dies. Let's see. Coronavirus, clean version. Clean. There it is. Enjoy. I made this with my friend Donald Trump, Fat Man Scoop, Cardi B, Riff Raff, and others. Let's go.
Now this is a... My mask goal is to blow up.
My main goal.
Then act like I don't know nobody. Okay, now, listen up. Coronavirus, 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 coronavirus,
Smoke weed every day. Damn, son. My main goal is to blow up. My main goal, and then act like I don't know nobody.
Coronavirus number 9 in the New York Transit line. If my train goes off the track, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Coronavirus.
Now, I walk in and I see this. I will share my snacks. Please don't touch my cookies or chocolate though. Thanks. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Cookies. Leave me alone. Please don't. Leave me alone.
Coronavirus disease 19 made the whole world quarantine. Get some bleach and wipe it clean. Don't drink it or you'll turn green. If nothing works, use gasoline. Even though you are my queen, wash, clean, sanitize in between. Might as well hide in submarine.
Coronavirus, killing my dream. You're a mean, lean washing machine. Can't go out, only see my friends through a screen. What's this about? Now I need a vaccine. Keeping my hands so clean that they've dried. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. Stay home, nothing in between. What's gonna happen in the future? That's unknown. By the time it's all ends, I'll be all grown.
It ain't solely in your head. If you wanna kill me, go ahead. All I did was lay in bed. How about I kill you instead? The drink named after you tastes like lead. Swallow gold, looks like an egghead. Trump drank bleach and he turned red.
The virus that came from China. China must be held fully accountable. China. 99% of which are China. We will teach our children to cherish and adore their communists. Columbus discovered America.
Where's my microphone? I keep dropping my microphone. There it is. That was good. Oh my god, this song never gets old. I made this song with my friend Kayla Kobe. Shout out. I don't even know anything now. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Bruh. Can I get a bruh? I said, can I get a bruh? Bruh. There we go. Let's go. I want to play drums now. But when I do that, I want to have a beat in the background. Y'all can listen to some beats. Ah, that is a beautiful sound. What? Hassan Dajani, also known as Pink Shoelace, is a crazy person. I agree with you. I agree with me. Let's go. Play the song, please. Ready, guys? I'm going to be playing drums now. Let's go. I'm going to play the beginning of the song. It's going to play... There it is. See you now. I'm going to go to the drums. That was awful because I'm very horrible, because technological difficulties that I have. I gotta put this down because it's gonna make that... Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, there we go. So, lesson of the day. Hassan Dajani is a very minute brain person, and he doesn't know anything about technology. You know what? Maybe I should take computer science program so I can be better at technology, so I cannot have all the horrible stuff going on while I'm live. I gotta listen to the playback because I'm 100% sure that the playback sounds horrible. But if it sounds too awful, I'm gonna edit it out. If it just sounds bad, I'm gonna keep it in and make everyone else suffer. There we go. So, episode 1 is about to be concluded for the Cassete. Episode 2 is gonna be in 8 minutes from now. I'm gonna record it as I'm done recording this. So, late night Saturday night, I'm gonna do my condolences, not condolences, wrong word. My thank you-ness, my appreciation. There we go. Appreciation. Shout outs. Let's go. Shout out to my friends Kayla and Roberto for having an awesome episode last episode. Shout out to Ian Spencer for being a good influence. Shout out to Alex Bond Miller. Shout out to Don Smooth Garrett. Shout out to Malik Shahid. Shout out to the one, to the only, my mom. Shout out to my mom for being awesome. Yes, let's go. So, I'm going to conclude this episode now, just so I can have enough time to prepare for the next episode, which is going to be in like 7 minutes. So, this is your host, PSB, Pink Shoelace Boy, Hassan Dajani, signing out for...